Right, unboxing time. And today we're going to be doing this. Right, so this is, well, as you can see from the package, an RAC Advanced Tie-Out Stake and Cable Set. Essentially, it's a giant corkscrew type arrangement with a cable and a lead on it. I don't quite know what it's so advanced about it, but whatever, I suppose we'll find out in a minute. So, yeah, these are used. They're normally used if you go camping, if you go, say, in the caravan. My mum and dad have got something similar to this. And what you do is you drive them into the ground, as the little picture here shows, and then you can attach the dog's lead to it. I mean, you get a length of steel cable here, but there's nothing to stop you attaching any sort of lead to it, preferably a nice long one. And it allows the dog to be out and about, to roam about a little bit, you know, and do dog stuff, sniffing things, but you don't have to supervise them necessarily. So, say, what's really useful, say you pitch up the caravan, you have to set the caravan up a fair bit, you know, there's a fair bit of work to do once you get there. You would put this in the ground, and then the dog can run around, get some energy out, and you don't have to keep such a close eye on them whilst you're sorting everything else out. It's better than leaving them in the car, because, well, leaving dogs in cars is always a terrible idea. But it's also quite useful if, you know, if say you want to be out and, you know, you're, I don't know, having a barbecue on a campsite. You can't keep the dog on a short lead the whole time, and you can't keep hold of them the whole time, but it may be that they're not somewhere secure, so you can't let them run around. So if there's other people around, or you're near a road or something like that. So you would use something like this. Now this, it says RAC on it. I actually got it from Halfords. I originally went to Pets at Home to buy something like this, but surprisingly they don't sell them. I swear they used to, but there wasn't any at the store that I went to. I wondered if Halfords would sell it. They were only 2 doors down from Pets at Home, and they did. So we picked this up. I can't remember how much it was exactly. I think it was about £15. I'll tell you what, they've emailed my receipt to me. I'll just have a quick look. Yeah, I was right. So it's £14.99 is this from Halfords. So it's not really an unboxing video, this, because it's not really in a box. But we'll take it out of this packaging, have a bit of a play around with it, and then what we'll do in a minute is we'll go out into the garden and we'll try it. We'll take the dog out and see how well it works. So let's get some scissors. Get under there. And I've got more cable ties down here. That comes from there. Excellent. So I'll have a quick look what it says on here. So we've done that RAC Advanced Tie-Out Stake and Cable Set. It says, ideal for your garden or when out and about. Well, I have a secure back garden, so I'm only ever going to use it in the front garden, but that's what it's for. Allows your dog to roam within a 15-foot radius. That's presumably using the supplied lead / cable. Obviously you can use longer if you want. Strong heavy-duty steel cable. Yeah, ain't no dog gonna break that. Includes handy carry bag. Okay. So, yeah, now that just gives the dimensions. Dimensions, stake is 46 centimetres, 18 inches long. Cable length 4.6 metres or 15 feet. All dimensions are approximate. And then on the back, it's just, you've got a picture of the bag and the cable, which we're going to look at in a minute. And, yeah, that just tells you the same again. Instructions. Screw it into the ground, attach one end of the cable to the stake and the other to the dog's collar or harness. I always use a harness, so that's what it'll be getting attached to. And then ensure the stake is firmly pegged into the ground and make sure your dog has access to shelter. Never leave a dog tied up in the sun. Always have fresh drinking water available. That's exactly what I plan on doing with this anyway. I've actually bought it because one of my dogs, Bella, goes absolutely insane when I leave the house. I've been working on it for some time, but yeah, she will just start jumping around, going crazy, and if she can get to something and chew it up, it's a frigging nightmare with her. So yeah, when I go out for any length of time, if I'm going away, then she has to go in her kennel. But when I'm outside working on the car, which is what I plan on doing this afternoon if my shoulder will stop aching. She's in the house, but I don't want to put her in the cage because I can be out there for hours, but at the same time I can't really leave her in there because I'm constantly distracted by her. And if she can see me in the garden, she seems to get worse. So I've got this so she can be out and about in the garden with me, which will, it will avoid her smashing up my house, and she won't be as nervous. But also she's out and about in the garden. She loves being outside. I haven't cut the grass in a long time as well, so she loves sniffing through all the long grass, all the animals that we get out there. So this should be quite good for her. So let's just have a quick look at what we get here. More cable ties. I have to congratulate RAC/Halfords. This is quite appropriate packaging as well. That's just cardboard, that can go in the recycling. And then all the other thing here is cable ties. Well, they're plastic, they can go in the recycling as well. And that's it, it's fairly minimal packaging. Other stuff that I've unboxed on this channel. There's a ridiculous packaging on it, just far too much of it. Pain in the ass to open. Not necessarily recyclable. Yeah. Come on, there we go. So that is the stake, little thing on the bottom, just to protect you from the spike, which also won't come off. There we go. That's probably the most awkward bit of packaging. That can go in the recycling as well. That's not even that sharp. Whatever. So that's it, really. So you would put that in and you screw it down, and then here is where you attach the dog's lead, and it can rotate around freely so the dog can move around as much as they like, and that rotates like that, so it's not going to get twisted. And you've got this handle on the top, which is reasonably ergonomic actually. We'll find out when we screw it into the ground just how comfortable it is. I suppose maybe that's the advanced part, it has a plastic handle. Most of these are just a loop of metal, but whatever. Alright, let's see how it goes. And then this is, I'm not going to unravel it all here, it's just a bit of steel cable. So yeah, quite firmly attached. It doesn't say what the tensile strength of it is, but I imagine way higher than you need for my dogs. You've got these decent clips on the end as well. Yeah, that's not going to give way anytime soon, no matter how much your dog pulls on it. So, right, fair enough. And of course that would attach onto there like that. Let's have a look at this case. Okay, that folds out. Oh, that's alright. So, similar material to your bags for life that you get at your supermarkets. RAC logo embroidered nicely down the bottom. That's a nice touch really, isn't it? And of course I'm going to roll the whole lot down and then stuff this inside it. Let's see how well it fits. Okay, fits in quite nicely. Tie that off. Alright, can't complain, that's alright guys. I don't know how much I'm actually going to use the bag, because I mean that would be useful if you're taking it away. If you're going camping, you can put it away in a nice bag, so it, it protects itself and anything else that you might have with you. I'm only really going to use this around the house. If I go away somewhere, I'm generally walking the dog, so this has no use. But yeah, I think this is going to live in the porch and only be used when I'm out front working on the cars, and I want the dog to be out there with me. So, but that's a nice touch. That's a decent quality bag. Now, if you're, say, a caravanner, which are a big market for these sorts of things, is mostly where you will see these things being used. The caravanners love that sort of thing. They love their carry bags and such like. So that's a nice touch to be included. And that spike down the bottom You can feel it through the bag, but it's not catching on it, so that'll be okay. At the end of the day, it's a big metal spike. How much difference is it going to make? So, take that back out, and let's go and try it out in the garden. Just got to finish his cup of tea first, and hopefully my shoulder will be better. We can go do some work on the cards, and we'll see how well this does. Well, more importantly, how well Bella gets on with it. So yeah, let's go give that a go. Alright, I'll have to excuse the overgrown mess that is my garden. I might get the lawnmower out in a bit rather than work on the cars. So I'm just not feeling it at the moment. So let's pick a spot to screw this in. It's all the way in. That was quite easy. Could have done that one-handed. And I've screwed it, yeah, all the way down to the bottom. So the little clip is just poking up now. You know, the whole corkscrew bit is underground. And yeah, it got quite difficult to screw at that point, but that may be by design. You know, the whole thing is now underground. It's not meant to go any further. So we're going to attach the cable. Use the cable that it comes with to begin with. You can, of course, just attach your own dog lead if you want to, or attach the dog lead to this cable, I suppose, and give you even more length for them to run around. So yeah, that's on there. That's not going anywhere. There's a bit of flex in it, you can see, but that's not going anywhere. Tractor coming past. But yeah, that's not going anywhere. And pull on that and it flexes a bit, but that's pulling way harder than the dog will ever pull. So let's go get the dog. On then. Yeah, look at that. Out and about. Go on then, go have a wander. Oh, I'm going to sit here. Go. We're meant to be product testing, dog. You're not meant to be climbing on me. Go on, go have a wander. Test out your new thing. Yeah? Good. What is it? Let's see. Go on. You can hear the tractors, can't you? Yeah. I think she's a bit put off. They're planting in the field directly opposite the house. That's all the noise you can hear going backwards and forwards. There's several tractors and other bits of machinery out there. So, I know, they're making noise, aren't they, Bella? Come on, have a run in the garden. Come on. All right, come on then. Come on. Come in the garden. Good get out. Ready, Bella? Go on. Yeah. Don't pee on that. I've got to pull that out of the ground. I know. Come here. Sit. Kind of. Good girl. Yes. You like this? Do you want to be out here with me today? Yeah? Do you want to be outside with me? Yeah? Yeah, I know you do. Yeah? Shall we go tell the people of the internet that we're happy with this? Yes? You seem happy. Right. Oh, I just sit there then. Alright, well, I'm happy with that. So, yeah, I think we'll spend a bit of time out here, shall we, dog? Yeah. So, alright, we'll call that it for this video. The dog's certainly happy to be out here. Come on. I think once I get working on the car and doing stuff out here, she'll just sort of do her own thing and be curious. But she's certainly a lot happier to be out and about rather than stuck in the house while I'm out here. So, yeah, good purchase, good product. Glad I bought it. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you for watching. Just packing up for the day. Been working on the car. Bella's been outside with me. What are you eating, Bella? Probably a rock. She seems to like eating rocks or some grass. Yeah, been doing a good job, hasn't it, Bella? Yeah. Look at my hands. Been working on the car, haven't I? Have you been helping? Who's a good gal? So, yeah, I've been working on the car. We're packing up for the day, and I've realised I never showed you how easy it is to take out of the ground. Put it in the ground, but it's not meant to be frigging permanent. Let's give it a try. So, what am I doing? That's coming out really easily. I can just do it with my fingers. Not even half the pressure needed to take it out, just to put it in. There we are. It's a bit mucky, obviously, but that's all right. Tell you what, though, how dry is my soil? That's just got dust on it. There's no muck on it. And of course the dog is still attached, but I suppose that kind of functions as a... I suppose you could use this as a lead to go walking. Probably not a good idea walking around with a huge spike, but yeah. We can go inside now. I can bring the dog with me. Not that I need to. You ready for going inside, aren't you? You're hungry, aren't you, Bella? You hungry? Yes. Come on then.